Hari Om and good morning to all of you. Now, yesterday topic just you have read, and that topic was transportation in human beings. And after reading the topic, just I have given some homework for you, and I think just you have done. One more things, Bhaiya and Bahan, all the things which are given by Acharji, you have to keep it very safely and time to time revise all the things. By doing practice, just you can remember, you can memorize, you can learn all the things in a very nice way. Now, Bhaiya Bahan, today's topic is transportation in plants. As you are knowing very well, in plants, there is no particular systems like human beings. But in plants, the transportation process is essential. As you are knowing very well, in the previous class you have read the transportation system which are taking place in plants with the help of conductive tissue. Conductive tissue is a kind of tissues which conduct or transfer or shift the substances from outside to the plants and from inside from one part of the plant to other parts. You are knowing very well the conductive tissue is composed of two cells. One is xylem and second is phloem. And xylem is responsible for carry water and minerals from outside of the plant body to inside the plant body. And the phloem cells are responsible for carry the prepared food inside the plants, and the food is prepared in the green part and mostly in the leaves of the plant. So the prepared food are transferred from leaves to the different parts of plant. Now the transport of water and minerals. How the transport of water and minerals are taking place in plants. As you are knowing, water and minerals absorbed by the root hairs of the roots and sent to the leaves through its xylem cells. And this process takes place with the help of two kinds of elements of xylems. One is xylem vessels and second is xylem tracheids. Xylem vessels, it is non-living, hollow and do not contain cytoplasm or nuclei. Its wall is made up of cellulose and lignin, and due to presence of lignin, its wall become hard and rigid. It provides strength to the stem. It has some pits with open ends. It helps to transport water and minerals in upward directions. Now, xylem tracheids. Xylem tracheids are long, thin, spindle-shaped with pits. It is dead cells with lignified walls. What is lignin? Just you have read in the previous topic. It has no open ends. Water can pass from one trachea to another through these pits. Now the mechanism of transport of water and minerals in plants we have already discussed, and here we shown through a arrow diagram. Firstly, water shape. Shape means the liquid substances which are mixed with soil particles. By diffusion process, the water and minerals enters inside the root hairs. And from root hairs, it enters the root cortex through epidermal cells. And the process is known as osmosis. Bhaiya Bahan, just I am telling you what is osmosis. Osmosis is the process in which movement of molecules from higher concentrations to the lower concentrations through a semi-permeable membrane. This is known as osmosis. Now from root cortex to the endodermis. Endodermis is the layer, and from endodermis to root xylem, that is root vessels, xylem vessels, and from the xylem vessels it enters the stem xylem vessels, and from stem xylem vessels the water molecules enters inside the leaf petiole. Petiole is the stalk of leaves, and from the petiole the water and minerals enter the leaves where the photosynthesis process are taking place. Now the transport of food and other substances. As we have already discussed, the food is manufactured in leaves by the process of photosynthesis, and food is stored in the leaves in the form of starch. Now the food manufactured by leaves is transported to all its part through a kind of tubes, and these tubes are called phloem. And the process of transfer of food from leaves to other parts of the plant is known as translocation. This movement of food through phloem depends on the action of living cells called sieve tips. Now the sieve tips, it is of living cells, have small holes which allow the food to pass. The cells of phloem are called sieve tips. It contains cytoplasm but have no nucleus, do not have lignin. Now the arrow diagram, prepared food that is stored in the mesophyll cells or the photosynthetic cells of the leaves and enters inside the sieve tips of phloem, and through the sieve tips of the phloem it distributed or transported in all parts of the plant. This is a very small topic, just I have given you, and some questions just I am putting in front of you. Number 1, describe the transport of the following materials in a plant, that is water and minerals, and second is food. Question number 2, what is the need of special tissues for transport of substances in plants? Now today's topic is get over. So please do the given homework and do all the things very carefully and memorize it and do practice more and more. Thank you and have a nice day.